guys, Rick Shaw here with the umbrella cam going. Been a while, and it's the 13th of April 2023. Our little puppy dog is 3 months old today. He was born on Friday the 13th in January. So he's doing pretty good. He's really turning into a super nice pup. I gotta have the thing over. We got no street lights on today. I was out earlier, and they were all off. They were off real early this morning, so they got a timer problem. Don't know what's up with that. But one thing that just happened to me, I put some stuff on Facebook, and one of the things got marked right away as, our fact checkers check this. It was a thing about the jab, and it's coming from renowned scientists, worldwide about this thing. They put a thing in front of it, and then I had 5 other ones that I put up. It was like a thread of the whole thoughts on this from different ones from all around the world, and they took 5 of them down. But what they're not doing like they used to do is taking you off. They're not removing. They took the video down, but they're not taking it off. One of them actually wasn't a video; it was a picture, and it was a picture of in England, where what they're doing when somebody passes from that thing that they gave, they put a thing on the front of the post office on the window. It's a pretty big, broad post office front, and it's like a row building, and it's just plastered. You can't manage. It's dark inside. There's so many, and this is happening, guys. If you want to keep your head in the sand, it's happening. And they took all of them down, and even just a picture. So, and they give you a little note. But there was a thing on the news. The mainstream isn't going to cover it. They're not going to cover this at all. But that the fact checkers are taking money from the big farm animal companies. You know what I mean? And then I'm seeing all over the world, a lot of people have this hesitancy, and now even more so. And they're going to start giving it to cattle and pigs. If they can't get you one way, they're going to get you through your food, and they'll get the bulk of folks that way. I mean, it's just not good. So we finally got a little bit of the rain. We had very little. This is the hardest it's been. You can see we're not getting much right now, but this is the hardest it's been. Yesterday it was just drizzle. Today a little bit more. I know Paulie down, he's heading towards the Mayan volcano, and he's, have to get this over me a little bit, he's got pretty wet. So it's a big low pressure cell. They're not going to say it's going to be a big tropical storm or anything like that, but it's raining, and I think we're going to get it today. Usually though, here it'll do this in the morning, and then when the sun comes in, it'll push it off for a while. So but we'll take the cars to get the kids to school. Kids are doing good in school. We got a beautiful little puppy's doing good. It's all good. Me, I'm getting over that thing I stepped on. It's what it's been doing to me. Last night I laid down, I thought, oh good, it's not going to be so bad tonight. And then a little while later, when I was drifting off, I started getting the jitters again. It's like you drank too much coffee. I've done that before, and you get like the jitters. And there's no falling asleep with that. So, I gotta hope this gets out of my system soon. It's definitely less. One of my buddies in the States said he knows about them. He's the one that thinks it's a sea anemone, and then he said it usually takes about 5 days to a week to totally get out of your system. So, but it's just what you got to do. We've got upstairs in the water again this morning, but I'm getting a shower, so how can I complain? I'm getting a shower right now, so not too much else going on. Don't forget to hook up under the Algor beaks. That's I gotta get under here a little bit more. Get onto Algor beaks, please, and in case if this one goes down, which they're gonna take it down again. Talked to Doc yesterday. He's in the hospital, and he's got some food poisoning. He started puking his guts out and stuff like that. They couldn't find anything wrong. otherwise, the medical checks, so they believe it was food poisoning. And that, that can happen. I don't care where you go. It just happens. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often here, but I did notice here in the Philippines, when it comes to eating, food that's not good, they're very resilient here to it. They can really eat some stuff and be okay. Me, I get something that has a little bit too much oil in it, and I feel like I'm all clogged up, because I'm not used to eating it. But here they're cooking the oil. Paulie's your guy for the ratings of stuff. He just did one on some houses. You should check him out over there. He's on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble. Paulie Detmers, and check out his channel. He was showing these houses, and I think they were like ridiculously overpriced. Had a big water tank, but with all the houses that are going up there, it's going to be another place where it's probably not going to be enough. Our tank is bad. We had one of the neighbors climbed up on the tank. Everybody's complaining about this no water thing here now. It's not just us, it's everybody. Because the more people come in, the worse it's getting. And the tank was almost down to the bottom, and it was filling up. It was trying to fill up, and there's no way it can keep up. There's no way those 2.5-inch lines are going to keep up with this much water that's going out of this place. And we've had intermittent. Downstairs, at least we have steady water coming in, but upstairs we've been getting intermittent. I'll turn on the shower, not enough for the Insta-Hot, and then it'll shut off. So you can automatically, I guess it's an automatic Navy shower that I have now. it's just crazy, and I don't think the guy's gonna do much about it. We got all kinds of stuff in here. He just does this. That's how he does things. He just So it's a shame. I mean, we bought these places. Why the hell does he still own the roads? To me, that's not right. He sold the house lots, but he still owns the roads and all that, I guess. And of course, he's a Mr. Speed Bump. I'm sure he's going to put 15, 20 more. There's a street over there, hardly has any houses on it, and they got a street bump on that. So they call them humps here. If you're driving down the road and it says hump, the one's coming. But they don't put too many signs up usually, and you never know what kind they are. We have a place that we drive, a little shortcut we take. It's just ridiculous the amount. I mean, they got like 7 of them in short succession, and they're hard ones. These aren't 5-mile-an-hour ones even. They're like 0 miles an hour. You can see when I drive my tricycle how bad they are. And you can't even hit these things at speed. They'll break your car. If you had maybe a big 4-wheel drive with 33-inch tires, you air them down a little bit, you could probably cruise right over that, let your suspension do the work, but it would break my little car. But our tricycle, he's going to be sitting out today. I don't want the kids getting all wet, getting chilled. The weather though, it's not cold at all this morning. It's actually kind of nice. But we got that big low pressure. Check out Westpac WX. I still think he's the best weather guy around. And hey, Tropical Tim, we're still waiting on your house video. I hope we get to see that soon. He just did a real nice one on fans for the school, so I was pretty happy to see that. I thought that was a real good vlog, helping out. That's the way to do it here. I know though, when we were at the first school, they had this big push. We need a new ceiling fan, and they had an old broken fan dangling from the ceiling. So everybody chipped in a little bit. Okay, you expect to see a new ceiling fan. And when I went there towards the end of the school year, it's still old same fan, and then they're asking for money again. So they, you got to watch these places. They get there's my baby. Hello. They get the dang money, and then they use it for something else, and that's a shame. But the public schools, I look at what's going on with the kids. And what they did in this school here, we didn't put them in private because we don't know how long we're going to be here. So, but they wouldn't accept the private school. So they got Mumu, who's going to be 6 here in a month. They got him in kindergarten. They got Dorothy pushed back because they wouldn't accept the private school. So they had to start them over a grade back or so. The COVID messed things up too, but it's like, oh, come on, test them. You know, they don't test them to see what they know, to place them. I know in the U.S. when you go over there, if you come from another country or they'll test you. Say, okay, we're going to place you here. We're going to put you in 3rd grade or 4th grade because you know you've already got this. It's just good. They're just going over the same stuff, you know. And I look at it and I'm like, oh gosh, I wish they would teach him something. But we have to get him in a private school. It's getting to the point where there's just going to be no waiting. I just have a hard time with the public schools here. And these kids have been in. We had them in a Catholic school when they were real little. They were learning a lot. They were actually teaching them and keeping them engaged. Great teacher down there. But one thing they did that I kind of had a fit over. They were doing picture day at the end of the school, and I walked up to see. You know, Dorothy's all dressed up, and the lady took the lipstick and was going from kid to kid and put the lipstick on. And there you can get herpes, hepatitis, anything from that. So I had a fit. I said, you know, I was like, lady, you know, you seem to be a good teacher, but what the heck? Aren't you using your brain? So that ended there. I don't think they do that anymore, but you got to watch your kids like a hawk, guys. You come here and have babies, you got to watch them like a hawk. You know, we just seen another thing where some little kid was grabbed. Somebody took their kid and they don't know where the heck it's at. So where he's at. So it happens. You know, it happens here. So you got to be careful. So, but keep the prayers going on for the doc. You know, that he can get out of that place. I know if he gets to where he can walk, then he can go home. But he slipped, hurt his back, and that set him back a little bit. So he's got to get back to walking. But he's a tough old bird. I'm sure he's going to get up and get to his feet pretty quick. Sounded really good yesterday. I yacked with him for, I don't know, close to an hour. And I'm glad he gets a chance to call. And also keep the prayers going for Gary. I talked to him a little bit, and he said that you know, the one eye, it's getting worse, but the other one's getting better. He just got a nice, bought a place in where he lives, and he got himself a nice car. And he says he's got to be really careful driving, you know, because you lose your depth perception. Plus I believe it's on his, I believe he said it was his left side he can't see. So, you know, you really got to turn. I was recommending getting one of these big convex mirror, like this one. This mirror right here is really nice on the tricycle. Make sure you have super good mirrors on your vehicles here and use them. I mean, constantly look at them because you get swarmed by motorcycles. You can put your blinker on to go to turn right. It doesn't matter. These guys just keep coming. And I think if you hit them, I don't care who you are, you'll wind up paying. You know, so that's my thoughts on that. Not much else. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And this is Rick Shaw out.